All right, you guys, welcome to the video. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why you're in a calorie deficit and you're not losing any weight. All right. So first of all, to start this video out, we have to realize that you're not special. Once you realize that you're not special, the things that you've tried in the past, they're not going to work. It hasn't been working, and you have to realize that you're, again, not special. So once we have that established that you're not special, we have to realize that if you've been in a calorie deficit and you're not losing any weight, you're not actually in a deficit. You don't change the laws of thermodynamics. All right. So scenario two would be that you crash your metabolism. So let's say you have been in what you think is a calorie deficit. Let's say you're 300 pounds and you've been eating 1,200 calories. Well, congratulations. You have crashed your metabolism and now you need to create a new floor. So typically in this situation, what you would do is raise your calories, because think about if you've been eating 1,200 calories every single day for 2 years. You have a destroyed metabolism. Your hormones are not optimized. So you need to create a new maintenance floor for yourself. And you're going to do that by raising your calories. I recommend anywhere from 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most to start increasing those calories over time, and then start to slowly put yourself in a deficit. But now most people might be asking, how much of a deficit should I be in? I recommend, depending on your goal, if you want to lose 1 pound per week of body fat, then you're gonna have to be in a 500 calorie deficit. So let's just say, for instance, my maintenance is 2,800 calories. If I want to shoot for 1 pound of body fat lost per week, then I would eat 2,300 calories. So that would put me at a 500 calorie deficit. And so if I stay on par with 2,300 calories, I should be able to drop 1 pound per week. And let's say we want to take it a step further. Let's say I want to lose 2 pounds. So if we want to lose 2 pounds, then we want to be in a aggressive cut. So instead of eating the 2,300 calories that puts us in a 500 calorie deficit, we're going to shoot for 1,000 calories. And that can be combined through your nutritional intake and a little bit of cardio. So if we want to create that deficit, what that looks like is we're going to subtract 500 from the 2,300 calories, and that puts us at 1,800 calories, which is going to equal 2 pounds of body fat lost per week. Now, I have seen situations with myself and some of my clients where sometimes in the first week you will lose 5 or 6 pounds, but that tells us information about your body. So the calories that you originally started on, maybe you had a higher maintenance than we projected. So once you establish that, damn, I lost 10 pounds in a week, maybe I should raise my caloric intake a little bit, because you don't want to be losing 10 pounds in a week. And so that just means you can handle more food. And the reason you want to increase your calorie intake is because it's not good to lose fat fast. So a lot of times when people tell themselves, I want to lose 10 pounds in a week, it's not going to be sustainable. So you want to be cautious of how many calories it is that you're eating, because obviously you're still in a calorie deficit, but we don't want to get too aggressive with it. There's certain levels to it when you get too aggressive and then not aggressive enough. So in this 1,800 calories, we could break that up in a couple of different ways, but for scenario one, we can say we will do 300 less calories from our nutritional intake and 200 calories worth of cardio. So that would put us in a 1,000 calorie deficit. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't include the physical activity during your day. So your step count, your NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which you do through hand gestures or walking, sleeping, that kind of thing. So even though this calculation right here would put you in a 1,000 calorie deficit, you could be burning more calories than just what is on the board. As for the crash metabolism, dude, just like I said, increase your calories for a good amount of time, 2 to 3 weeks, and raise that maintenance floor, and then start to slowly put yourself in a deficit, and I guarantee you lose a ton of weight. Try it out and let me know how it goes.